On our last episode, we talked about the challenges of divorce. I am Rema Diwere. I'll be expecting to get feedbacks from you. I outlisted some challenges which I believe that some of us out there, we have our different challenges. So you can just send us a mail, WhatsApp message, or put a call across so that we can hear your views and what you're passing through or what you were faced with or what you're facing presently and see how we can come in or be of help in whatever it is you're going through. But today we'll be looking at something different. And today we'll be looking at the cultural belief and misconceptions of divorce. Please send us a mail, tell us what you believe in the part of where you come from about a divorcee. Like it is generally accepted that divorce is a sin. Anybody that divorces will go to hell. In your place, how do they see a victim of divorce? Because most times I discover that this divorce issue is always on the lady's side. They're always at the receiving end. How do they see a victim of divorce in your community, in your family, or even in the church where you worship? Because I believe in religious setting, in some congregations, they make sure you don't handle any post. Whatever position you are handling in the church, you're automatically relieved of your duties because they just believe you're foolish, you're not wise, you're not spiritual enough. That's why you cannot handle your marriage. So please let us know how they see a victim of divorce in the part of the world where you come from, or in the part of, in your own culture, in your tradition, how they see a divorce victim. Having said that, now let me tell you about my story. I had my first marriage in the year 2000. But before then, in the year 1999, I was doing my industrial attachment in Nigerian Ports Authority. I met this young guy. We were first friends, and gradually we discovered that our friendship has grown into the next level. And we decided to take it further by going to see our pastors. But the day I decided to see my pastor about it, I didn't go to church. Later that day, I got a message from my pastor that I wanted to see me. And the commission where I was worshiping then believes that you must pray through before you can be allowed to get married. And in this case, I didn't pray through. I didn't see any vision. I didn't hear any prophecy. But this was somebody I just grew to like. We just got along and believe you can make a good home. So when I got to my pastor's place that evening, he told me somebody came to him to tell him that he has prayed through. And I was the one the Lord revealed to him. And immediately I asked my pastor, please, who is the person? Because for me, I looked at the old church and believed that nobody in that church can pray and tell me he saw me, because I just felt I never had a good record as a young girl in church because I was seen as a bad girl. No earring, I'll wear earring. No attachment, I'll make attachment. And I was a choir member, so they were seeing me as a devil's child. So for a brother to now pray and say he prayed me through, I felt it won't work. So I decided to ask my pastor based on relationship. I said, Daddy, tell me, you know I won't pray. I don't even have that time to pray, and I will not even have the patience to allow God to reveal whoever he wants to reveal to me. So who is the person? When he mentioned the brother's name, I was like, that brother. And I asked him, I said, Daddy, tell me the truth. Have you prayed about it? He said, yes. He prayed and the Lord confirmed it. Because of my respect and love for him as a spiritual father, I accepted and we were prayed for. And normally what they do is when they pray for both of you, they'll be the one to tell you when to go and tell your parents about the relationship. But before I went to tell my parents, information got to my parents that I was in a relationship, in courtship with a brother. and my mother fled up over a dead body for her daughter to marry a non-native. I think that was where the whole thing started from. But somehow, the relationship did not work out. Not because my mother was against it or because anybody was against it, but because I discovered that we were not compatible. So I backed out of the relationship. When I backed out of the relationship, I couldn't go back to the person I said I met in my office because already my parents have made their stance clear that I won't marry somebody that is not from my place. And that guy too wasn't from my place. So at that point, I was confused. So in the process of she telling the family members, friends, relatives that her daughter wants to marry somebody that is not from her place over a dead body she will not accept, somebody from her place finally showed up. And that was how the process began. And when the process began, I told them along that I said, I can't cope with this person. I don't like him. He's not my kind of person. But when I complained, my father told me, I thought you were a Christian. If you are a Christian and you serve God and you claim God is love, go back and pray to God to give you love. And I was so naive. I was still very young then. And because of the challenges in the home front, everything, there was nobody I could run to, nobody understood my plight. Every attempt to back out of the relationship proved abortive because it came for introduction. And my parents gave me a condition. They said, go and list everything he has ever done for you since the day you met him so that we can pay him back. And I knew at that point my father does not have a dime to pay back. So I was stuck in the relationship. Till I come your way next time. Remain blessed.